You shouldn't be afraid of the source of all beauty. You shouldn't be afraid of Hindus. Because Hindus, the worst thing they're going to do is talk too much. The worst thing they're going to do is tell you about their library. So there's a saying which is, England conquered India for 200 years with gunpowder. And then India conquered England in 50 years with curry powder. This is an example of the way that the Vedic culture, the Hindu culture, someone who's Hindutva, this is what you should be afraid of. They would serve you a wonderful meal. They would look at you as a friend. They would share their culture with you if you're interested in, if you want to know. So Hindutva has not been weaponized because it doesn't need to weaponize, and it won't, except to protect itself, but not to go attack anyone. So I've made a little saying. This will help you to understand. The Hindu Vedic Sanatana Dharma culture is only shared by friendly conversation, not by coercion, not by conversion, only by friendly conversation. So I'm Hindutva. I stand for these principles. And you can imagine what kind of politics comes out of it. One that doesn't exploit the earth relentlessly, but believes in ecology. Would you like to see other species continue to thrive or be destroyed? Continue to thrive, thank you very much. Do you have respect for all creatures? Well, from a Hindu perspective, they all. May I give you the name? They're all an Atma. The same immortal being that's in us, same kind of being, which is called the Atma, is present in every creature, every plant, every independent animal that has a birth of its own and is experiencing life from its perspective. So if you're a Hindu, you hold this belief. Now, are you afraid? Are you shaking that, oh no, the Hindus will take over and we'll all believe that everything is sacred? Scary, huh? No. So this whole idea that you should be afraid of Hindutva, or even that there's a caste system. I mean, in every culture there are people who don't treat each other well sometimes. But the basis of the Vedic civilization is that you're not your birth. You're not your body. You're not those things. You're not your genetics. So really, honestly, Western civilization has a caste system because we believe people are their material categories. Now that's caste. And after all, in Western civilization, don't you pass your wealth on to your children? Don't you know that's a caste system? And everyone never tell you? That's a caste system. You're giving millions of dollars, and if you're a billionaire, you're endangering the world to your perhaps uneducated or not very sophisticated child. You're just giving enough money to alter the course of history. This is a caste system gone bad. Ooh. This is not Hindutva. So where did this all get started? When India got colonized. So Hindutva was the term for people who were trying to get the colonizers out of their country. And you think that's a problem? Ooh, Hindutva. Ooh. If criminals had came to your home and taken it over and stolen everything, and then you came with the police and tried to take it back, do we have a problem here? Or are you just trying to move back into your home? So, the thing to know is the Hindus in the Hindu Vedic Sanatana Dharma culture have not yet actually recovered from the terrible things done to them in the last 400 years by Islam, Christianity, colonizers, people who took their wealth, enslaved their culture, and they're trying to recover their balance. And Narendra Modi is a wonderful, intelligent, dedicated, truth-telling person who's the first Hindutva ruler that India has had for 1,000 years. Think of that. Imagine if the King and Queen of England had to go into exile and the whole culture of England was in exile for 1,000 years. And finally, somehow they made their way back. You get it? So there's no threat from the Hindus. They're just going to tell you about yoga, but only if you want to hear. They're going to teach you how to cook better, a system of medicine that keeps you healthy, a system of practices called yoga that show you how to live better in your body. So if anyone has convinced you to be afraid of the Hindu culture, I'm sorry, but that is just completely wrong. You should be afraid of violent cultures. You should be afraid of cultures that make you afraid. Even the way this pandemic is being handled is a fear-based method. It's not a friendly method. That's what's wrong. I mean, we all know there are diseases. We all know that we've got to do something about it. But forcing everyone and coercing them with mandates and laws and forcing one system of science upon people, this is a problem. And it's part of a larger problem, which is we live in a violent world. But the last people you have to worry about are those who are Hindutva.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.